In this video, we're diving deep into the top 10 SHTF scenarios that could throw the world as we know it into chaos. We're talking natural disasters, economic meltdowns, pandemics, the whole 9 yards. Whether it's a hurricane ripping through your town or an EMP attack sending us back to the Stone Age, we'll cover the essential steps you need to take to ensure your survival. So buckle up, get ready to learn, and remember, out here, it's about using your head as much as your hands. Out in the wild, I've learned that Mother Nature demands respect. When it comes to natural disasters, preparation is everything. We're talking earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, and wildfires. First things first, you need an emergency kit that's tougher than a rhino's hide. We're talking enough food and water to last you at least 72 hours, a first aid kit, and a crank-powered weather radio. And don't forget a good knife. It's my constant companion in the wild for a reason. Next up, evacuation planning. Know your evacuation routes and have a plan for where you'll go and how you'll get there. And if you're facing a hurricane or flood, know your home's elevation. Now let's talk about fortifying your home. Board up your windows before a hurricane hits, clear out flammable debris around your property if you're in a wildfire-prone area, and secure any loose objects. Have a way to contact your loved ones, even if cell towers are down. The bottom line is this: hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. An economic collapse can feel like being lost in the wilderness. But just like in the wild, preparation is key. Diversify your assets. Having a mix of cash, precious metals, and tangible assets like food and supplies can provide a safety net. Next up, let's talk about debt. Try to reduce your debt as much as possible. Learning essential skills like gardening, food preservation, and basic home repairs can be invaluable. These skills will not only save you money, but also empower you to provide for yourself and your family. Building strong relationships with your neighbors and community members can create a network of support. By being prepared and resourceful, you can navigate these challenging times and come out stronger on the other side. Pandemics are like invisible predators, silently spreading and catching people off guard. But fear not. With the right preparedness, you can increase your chances of staying healthy. First and foremost, having a stockpile of essential medical supplies is crucial. We're talking face masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, pain relievers, and any prescription medications. Next, let's talk about hygiene. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water, avoid touching your face, and disinfect commonly touched surfaces regularly. If a highly contagious disease is spreading, you might need to hunker down at home for an extended period. Having enough food, water, and other essential supplies on hand will make this time much more bearable. Pandemics can be stressful and isolating. By being prepared, we can protect ourselves and our loved ones. Imagine this: you're out in the wilderness, relying on your compass and GPS to navigate, when suddenly everything goes dark. An EMP attack can fry electronic circuits, sending us back to the Stone Age. A Faraday cage blocks electromagnetic radiation, protecting anything inside. Solar panels, wind turbines, or a generator can provide power when the grid goes down. A hand-crank weather radio will keep you informed. Older cars with simpler electronics are less susceptible to EMP damage. In today's interconnected world, cyber attacks are becoming as common as mosquitoes in the swamp. Hackers and cybercriminals are constantly trying to steal your data, disrupt your life, and cause chaos. But fear not. With the right defenses, you can protect yourself in the digital wilderness. First things first, strong passwords are like the lock on your front door. Make sure your passwords are long, complex, and unique for each account. Next up, two-factor authentication is like having a guard dog for your online accounts. Even if someone gets hold of your password, they'll still need a second form of verification. Be wary of suspicious emails, links, or attachments, especially if they're asking for sensitive data. Think of software updates like patching holes in your defenses. They often contain security fixes that protect you from the latest threats. Finally, back up your data regularly. If your computer crashes or your data is compromised, you'll be able to restore it from a backup. By taking these precautions, you can navigate the digital world safely and protect yourself from cyber threats. In the wild, when resources are scarce or danger is near, tensions can run high. The same is true in society. Civil unrest can erupt quickly. Your first line of defense is awareness. Stay informed about your community. Home defense is crucial. Reinforce doors, install a security system, and have a plan. Build strong bonds with neighbors. De-escalation skills are invaluable. Communicate calmly and respectfully. A calm head can prevent violence. Have an evacuation plan. Know routes, pack essentials, and have a meeting place. Be prepared, stay informed, and work together. In the event of a nuclear disaster, finding shelter from radiation becomes paramount. Fallout shelters, whether purpose-built or improvised, are your best bet for surviving the initial fallout. These shelters provide a barrier against radiation, shielding you from the invisible threat. Look for potential shelter locations in your home, such as basements or interior rooms with few windows. Understanding radiation is key. A Geiger counter is an essential tool for measuring radiation levels. Decontamination procedures are vital for removing radioactive particles from your body and clothing. Having a designated decontamination area outside your shelter, along with protective gear like gloves and masks, can help minimize exposure. Potassium iodide tablets can help protect your thyroid gland from absorbing radioactive iodine. Long-term survival in a post-nuclear world presents its own set of challenges. Understanding how to grow food, purify water, and maintain hygiene in a contaminated environment is crucial. With the right knowledge and preparation, you can increase your chances of survival and navigate the challenges of a post-nuclear world. Imagine being stranded in the wilderness, miles from civilization, with only your wits and resourcefulness to rely on. That's what a long-term power outage or grid-down scenario can feel like. Alternative power sources are essential for maintaining a semblance of normalcy when the grid goes down. Solar panels, wind turbines, and generators can provide electricity for lighting, cooking, and powering essential appliances. Off-grid living skills like gardening, food preservation, and water collection become invaluable. These skills empower you to provide for yourself and your family. Water is life, and securing a reliable water source is paramount in a grid-down situation. Rainwater harvesting systems, well water, and natural water sources can provide the water you need to survive. Security becomes paramount when the rules of society break down. By embracing off-grid living skills, securing essential resources, and staying informed, you can navigate the challenges of a world without power. Out in the desert, I've learned that water is more valuable than gold. When it comes to survival, nothing is more important. As climate change and dwindling resources threaten our water supply, preparing for water shortages is more critical than ever. Rainwater harvesting is like catching liquid gold from the sky. Setting up rain barrels or more elaborate collection systems allows you to capture and store rainwater. Water purification is essential for making water safe to drink. Boiling, using water filters, or employing UV purification methods can remove harmful bacteria, viruses, and contaminants. Identifying alternative water sources is crucial when traditional sources run dry. Water conservation becomes paramount during shortages. Fixing leaks, using low-flow fixtures, and adopting water-wise gardening practices can drastically reduce your water consumption. By adopting water conservation practices, securing alternative sources, and knowing how to purify water, you can ensure your access to this precious resource. In the unforgiving wilderness of war and invasion, survival takes on a whole new meaning. The rules change, danger lurks around every corner, and your instincts become your greatest ally. Evacuation routes are like escape paths in the wild. Knowing multiple ways to get out of your city or town and having a designated meeting place for your family is crucial. Self-defense skills can mean the difference between life and death in a conflict zone. Learning basic hand-to-hand combat, firearms training, and situational awareness can give you an edge. First aid knowledge becomes even more critical when access to medical care is limited. Knowing how to treat injuries, control bleeding, and handle medical emergencies can save lives. Resourcefulness and adaptability are your greatest assets in a war-torn world. By being prepared mentally and physically, you can face the challenges with greater resilience and increase your odds of survival. That's it, folks. Our crash course on surviving some of the toughest SHTF scenarios out there. Remember, we've covered a lot, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. The more you learn and prepare, the better equipped you'll be to face whatever challenges life throws your way. Make sure to like this video if you found it helpful, Subscribe to my channel for more essential survival tips, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Stay safe out there, and remember, preparation is key. It's not about living in fear, but about facing the unknown with courage, resilience, and the knowledge that you can handle whatever comes your way.